And now it's a 1 versus 2. 3 kills on the round for Diha, 2 with the Glock, 1 with the M4. And he's rotated into a very nice position as Doto. Playing a little corner angle. That grenade is excellent. Oh, Styko. What a crazy round. What an incredible one. Yeah.
Ence just walk out long. Okay, this is a pretty easy find. There was a smoke down, but they're able to just walk straight through it pretty nonchalantly. It does look like they're ready for the A commitment. I was gonna say the CT should be pretty ready for this, considering that they already have 3 players in position. But the peek in from Farley is going to be very quickly punished. And it's a scout, I think, that they've only gotten the spawn here. That is definitely not the weapon you want trying to hang on. There's an M4 playing around the short smoke here as well in the hands of Emmy. But he's going to have to get a multi-kill if he wants to give them any chance of winning the round.
He's on his way onto the B site. Has the information toward Emmy. Actually tags him down to 60 HP. And that sort of evens it out a little bit, considering Spinx is only 23. But he's still holding the angle, waiting for the rotation. Unfortunately, catches Farley with a grenade out. And now it's all Emmy. And I think Hades knows where he is. He's helped out by Spinx. What a huge 4K that is from Spinx. What a settler.
Damn, we're not getting any sort of easy rounds ever being pulled.
That's another good play from Styko. We see it so often, don't we? Taking the risk of sitting in the Molotov and getting an opening kill, and it works out for him. Spinx did take Zen in the meantime, but Emmy traded it straight away. And with the B site under a little bit of siege right now for FPX, or for Ence, sorry, FPX will fall back and try and apply their trade elsewhere. They have this 4v3, and as you say, it's a critical chance to get this one round, sort of keep them alive. But more damage is coming in from Snappy, coming in on the fast flank here. This grenade is going to be pretty decent as well. It might do some damage. Styko only takes a little bit of a chip to it, so it's okay for now. 3v3, but the HP is so hard for FPX to work with. Snappy's got himself another kill as well, and now Farley is stuck on the site, getting pressured from Hades too. This is a horrible situation. Snappy's here to help out. They pounce all at once, and Madden's nowhere to be seen. He's tried to go for the long con, but you can't go for the long con when you've got no teammates. Bomb will be defused. He's nowhere. And Ence get the clean sweep.
Indeed, straight.
This, and it should be fine to get themselves 16.
Get a fresh smoke just really ruins it for Doto. A little bit of typing in the chat. It looked like he stood still for a second, so he might have been asking them maybe to come fight him or something like those lines. This is a bit of a joke. I think that might have actually been what it was. But no, FunPlusPhoenix aren't going to be taking any risks that aren't necessary at all, especially when you have a triple up setup that you don't want to be losing. Even if you've got the money, 3 ups is not something you want to be dropping and just kind of hand it. They're going to move on, or whether we're going to have a potential overtime.
Yeah, crazy, right? That's absolutely insane. We've got to this stage now. We're almost guaranteed around 30. The only real thing that Ence have to play with is a grenade and a flashbang. So FPX have done really well. I'm really impressed by their utility usage in that previous round. A Styko, oh, beautiful 3 headshots. Pulling up these pistols very calmly indeed. Adam will take the last 2. Very, very fast round to get that guaranteed round 30. But yeah, that previous round, as you said, to clear. I think he knows that as well. Emmy's close up towards short, ready to possibly pounce, but look at that! He's not even checking his behind! Spinx has crept behind him, somehow getting a timing, because there's a player top middle as well. They'll be confused about that one. And now, it's all down to see whether Diha can take that frag, and he can! Farley tries to fall back, but it's not going to happen. And now, 3v2, it's been spun on its head.
Oh, missed shot from the upper leaves... Obviously, Snappy in a very awkward position now. I do believe it was Snappy anyway. He has a bit of support from Diha, but they need to be cautious not to give too much away here. And yeah, in the end, Diha takes a wild swing. It was risky, I won't lie. He's now down on towards 40 health himself, but he pulled it up to the 3k. He's left Styko alone, who has indeed spotted 2 of these players on the A bomb site, so he might want to try and run this one back. He's actually going to make a try and move through mid rather, but he gets caught by Snappy, who was actually the one in there in towards mid rather in the end. So it must have been Hades. I couldn't quite make out the name, not gonna lie. The smoke was making it a little bit harder even to make it out on. It won't last too long, unfortunately. Farley has already pulled one back on towards Diha. He took a bit of damage as well in the process, and with the M4 obviously still in the hands of Spinx here, there's an opportunity definitely for something to be done. Looks like Hades is actually going to push in on long. It's going to be a little bit dangerous. Obviously, it is the low health player up close. The flash in. He's not able to get the finish. It's a single point of health left for Farley. Manages to hang on by the skin of his teeth. He should surely be finished off by Doto if he gets spotted out. For now, though, he hasn't really been noted, and he just about manages to cross over as well, so he hangs onto his life, he hangs onto the weapon, rather than Doto having the opportunity to pick it up, and Spinx didn't have many bullets left, and even with the few he does, he just doesn't manage to land them on the head. So suddenly it's all on Doto. There was a couple chances in this round for Ence to potentially steal it away, but it hasn't worked out, and look at Farley, he's still just chilling in suicide. He knows the weapon was there, he was waiting, I believe, for Doto to come through and try and pick it up, but he's managed to sneak it away.
That's something to work with. That's something to work with. Yeah, and they have to, I mean, planting the bomb B is a secure one. They've got the round now in play. Doto, I don't think will know exactly where it's planted as of yet until he rounds this corner. Might, lull him into a false of security if he takes the frag toward Madden, but Madden makes sure that all the bullets are used. Yeah, that kill is most certainly his. And yeah, he keeps FPX in the game. But of course, now we get to see what kind of a buy Ence want to commit to. They have a scout on Snappy. He's the one that's happy through that smoke towards CT. Madden was really the only one to follow, and he even goes in for more. Doto just goes straight through the smoke and actually does deal with Emmy. Even though wallhack takes him down, it's a good kill to get because it recovers it into a two-man advantage. Styko will take Snappy once again, making that Krieg look very dirty on Dust 2, and it still can be with that one-tap capability, but Spinx is going to easily swing toward Farley. Now it's all Styko. Can he complete a clutch on this Krieg? If he drops down behind this player towards CT, he could have good timing, and he will do just that. And that will take the AWP out of the hands. Hades goes down. Up to him now if he wants to switch to it. He has utility to play with in this clutch. 1 minute to go. Will he expect a player close right? He's playing with this smoke, looking for something. Diha is right next to it. Seems like he's so aware, doesn't it? Styko, exactly where Diha is playing from. He's trying something. Try and fake out this second player, get the information that he needs to make this clutch possibility. But now he's made the noise, and unfortunately, the sound cue will be his end. Diha deals with him 12-9, and they answer straight back. Go down. I mean, Diha's picked up that AWP, hasn't he, off of Hades getting taken down early on, has immediately traded Styko. And it gives him back a 4 versus 3 to work with, and unfortunately Madden will just get peeked at, looking the wrong way, checking two different angles and not choosing the right one at the right time. Doto is here toward the middle of the A site as well. It should easily deal with Farley. He gets the information now that it is the AWP that he is facing, so it's a tough situation. Farley has to take matters into his own hands here, and he will push up aggressively. Emmy actually does help out and deal with Doto, and they can crouch around the angle. And now Farley has a really nice angle with this grenade coming in, but he still gets taken down. A good pick and response. But Spinx on that other AWP will take him out of the round. It's now all Emmy, and look at the amount of utility coming in toward his position. How difficult is that? From full HP, he is not very full at all, and Diha will deal with him. So that is 13, despite the bomb plant. Ence edging ever closer.
It always seems like Ence are ready with someone coming in on a flank as well, so I'd imagine FPX are going to be somewhat cautious of this. They should be leaving someone to at least keep a bit of an eye on it. You can see as the nades are being thrown out, that's taken most of their attention away. The cross not able to come in either, as they've got the deep smoke down instead. Wow. And it's going to be Doto who actually gets the majority of the kills before Hades can even get himself into position. So he's not even needed until the final kill goes his way rather. And Ence with that are going to confirm themselves map and